It's that holiday time of year, time to be nice. And you know how we always have a few of my favorite things. So if some of you will look under your seats, you'll have a couple of my favorite things. Snatch-offs and snooze bars! Snatch-offs! Cool! Very cool. For our holiday spectacular this year, we brought in, we'd like to make this episode of Mopra very special. So this year we've invited some very special guests, some children from the Fall-Off House. Kids, gather around over here.
Mopra, move it.
Where do you want to go? The other day, when Gail and I were in Barnes & Noble looking for something new for the book club, we came upon this new book called 'Twas the Week. And kids, today for you to read from this book, we brought a very special guest. Please give them a warm welcome.
Now, you all know that I'm very busy up at the North Pole preparing a lot of toys and gifts for many of you here, not all of you, but many. But I got a special request from Monty Mopra, one of my dedicated elves here in South Florida. So, where are my cookies and milk? I'm going to read you a little story from my most recent publication. 'Twas the week before recap. 'Twas the week before recap when all through EM perm, not a fall-off was stirring, no doctor was turned. The billings hung by 7 East with care, in hopes that more matches would soon be there. The E-mates were nestled snug in their sea passes, with visions of commissions working their fastest. And Paul in her kerchief and I in my cap argued with each other about pointless crap. Oh, I mean stuff. See it? When up by the board there rose such a clatter, people clapped from their cubes, for it's matches that matter. Afraid of the ruckus, I jumped up in a flash, because I was top biller, I guarded my stash. The sleigh crossed the carpet below, filled with all of Ken's presents, Steve's send-outs in tow. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but Val in a jet, and... Hey, Sean!
Christmas miracle!
Saw a tall young VP so lively in sight, I knew in a moment it must be St. Mike. More rapid than eagles as turkeys they trotted, back from that Wednesday when EM was not spotted. Now Danny, now Tiffany, now Sandra and Stephen, on Carol, on Sarah, on Lynn, and on Alan. Now ringing the dials to the board on the wall, now match away, match away, match away all. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of those EM goofs. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney flew Val with a leap and a bound. She was dressed in all fur, from her head to her foot, decked out in sparkling diamonds and boots. Prada, of course. Next in the fireplace, Monty appeared with fruit yogurt, chocolate snacks full of cheer. In eyes how they twinkled, our future was rosy. Next year's President's Club was more of us would be cozy. For matches last month, won 17K. Ken, Carol, Paula, Alan, Steve, and Frank leading the way. To take 5 days off, EM toiled without pause, with floor-leading interviews deserving applause. Dan led us in apps. Frank was top dog in jobs. For interviews, Steve served up gods and gods. Like the snowflakes that blow in a wild winter storm, Janice took old job orders and gave them new form. And with much to do and time being so short, Nita's work on new projects brought welcome support. And not to forget that all starts with calls. Tiffany's numbers, November's dials, will deck next year's halls. To our friends in pediatrics, a salute and a shout. Throughout this long year, your team turned it out. With a wish for PC after tough turkey battles, that in 2010 you'll ride tall in your saddles. At times, 09 was an uphill fight, but we all know next year will be Dynamite.